Coming from someone who worked with Jay for 7 weeks, I got more out of those 7 weeks than I feel I'd gotten out of almost 7 years in school. My name is Keegan Bachelor, and I graduated from Roosevelt High School with the class of 2022. Heading into taking the SAT, I had a number of issues and concerns. The chief among them was probably I had a great deal of difficulty drawing back on concepts I had learned in the past. It was difficult for me to recall during the test in the moment things I'd been learning for years, and I struggled a lot with the mental aspect of it, wrapping my head around taking the test. It was such a huge test. There was a time limit. There was so much to learn with so little time. I was really lacking mental confidence. I began working with Jay over the course of 7 weekly sessions. As I was starting off, I was having a lot of problems making mental connections. By about session 3 or 4, I was seeing a huge turnaround, not just in my confidence heading into the test, but in my raw numbers. And about halfway through our sessions, it really clicked for me. And I started to be able to make those connections in my brain and see where the test was trying to trick me. Once I could start recognizing those shortcuts, recognizing the tricks, drawing on my own knowledge, I was able to move through questions that would have otherwise, if I had not worked with Jay, probably taken a significant chunk of time on my own. The key thing that I took out of working with Jay the most is just restoring the pillars of confidence for what I already know. The things that I had learned in the past, all I needed to do was just quickly make that connection, and it was part of me again. I understood it. It was working. It was in my brain, and I thought it was really incredible the way Jay was able to quickly just help me make these connections and move through and take a percentage of the time it would have taken me on my own to work through these concepts. Jay really did help me drill into my previous knowledge just to outsmart the SAT and rebuild my confidence and form an impenetrable shield against all the tricks this test was going to throw at me. And having since working with Jay taken the SAT, I feel like there's not a single person I wouldn't recommend working with Jay. After working with Jay, I was able to increase my SAT score by 170 points compared to my pre-SAT score. I think the best type of person to work with Jay are people like me, who are having trouble recalling knowledge, who are intimidated by the scale and scope of the SAT as a test. People who are really looking to get results, they should work with Jay. As a student, as a learner, and as a person, I'm really thankful to Jay for working with me. I'm really grateful for the confidence that I got in working with Jay. I'm grateful for the lessons and the learning that I took out of it. And as I move through my career and my personal life, I have used a lot of what Jay taught me, and it's knowledge that I'm going to carry with me and try and pass on to people as I move through my life. And I felt that Jay was one of the most helpful mentors and teachers that I have worked with, especially within the frame of standardized testing and test preparation. Hey, let us learn.